Hey everyone, answering yet another really great question today. And the question is, how do I 10x my business? This is such a good question. But before we even get to the point of 10xing, there are three really important points that you need to go over before you even think about scaling your business. All right. The first piece is, do you know who your target audience is? Right. And if you think your dream buyer are just entrepreneurs, that's the wrong answer. If you think your dream buyer are just people that need to lose weight, that's the wrong answer. You need to niche down a little bit further to really understand who your dream buyer is. You need to be able to connect to that dream buyer, right? So in order to do that, you have to have a really good idea exactly who you're going after. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is, do you have a personal brand? Do you think that your personal brand is trustworthy and that you already have a following of people that trust you and think that you know what you're talking about? And that's a really important piece because social proof is everything. If you don't have social proof, you're never going to sell to anybody. The third piece is you want to know your numbers. Do people actually care about what you're saying already? Are they converting? So if you're not converting people organically, there's no way for you to be able to scale your business. All right. So the important piece is if you have 100 people going to your site, so for instance, for every 100 people that go to my site, 75 are converting to leads. That's pretty high. That's a 75% conversion rate. You want your conversion rate on your landing page right now to be between 50 to 90%. If you don't know your conversion rate, you need to go learn your numbers. It's a really important piece. Then you need to understand what's your conversion rate from lead to phone. Then you need to know your conversion rate from phone to close, all right? And so you need to make sure that process is working first before you even talk about scaling, all right? So first thing is you have to understand who your dream buyer is, your exact audience. 2, do you have a personal brand? Are you solving these people's problems, right? Do people trust you? Then the third piece is is your current process working? Do people care about your offer that you already have out there? So those 3 things, before we even talk about scaling, you have to get that down right. Now, let's say you say yes, yes, yes to all 3 and you're ready to scale, ready to get to 7, 8, 9 figures. Awesome. All right. So these are the 2 things you have to think about. The first thing is, in order to scale, you can't do one-on-one training. It's impossible. If you want to make $1 million and you charge $10,000, it's impossible to personally train 100 people. That's a lot of people. That's if you have, 1 hour sessions, 100 hours a week, you're going to be exhausted. And plus you won't have time to do other things that you need to do. So that's really difficult and really challenging, right? So you have to create a process that allows people to come into your program, either through group training or through an online course or through both. And what I do is I pair all 3. So I do a little bit of one-on-one coaching. I do a little bit of group training, and I do a little bit of online training. So I do all 3 of those, which cuts down my one-on-one time because I'm teaching them what I would normally teach them one-on-one through my group trainings or through my online course. So it allows me and my clients to much quicker get through my material, right? So that's the first thing. Create a process to share your knowledge through different mediums that is not one-on-one, because it's impossible to scale if you're doing one-on-one. The second piece is you need to create a process to train others to do what you do. The hardest part sometimes of being an entrepreneur or a business owner is trusting people, but that's the only way you can scale. You have to trust people to do what you do. You have to trust people with your secrets to train them to either do the coaching piece for you or with you or the sales piece. You have to be able to do that in order to scale. And you need to create that process where you don't want to be training them one-on-one either. You want to create some sort of online platform that teaches them exactly what you want them to do. And then maybe you do group trainings for your team. All right. And so that's an important piece. And hiring is a whole other beast and is really important as well to make sure you have the right people to represent your brand. So those are the most important things when you're thinking about scaling your business that you need to think about. We can go into much more detail in this, which I do in my course. If you're interested to learn more on how to scale your business, check out my course, Passion to 6 Figures, and we can scale your business to beyond what you even think that is possible out there. So thank you for these questions. Keep them coming. If you have more questions, comment below, and I will keep answering your questions. Thank you.